Welcome to the Beard Me That Beer podcast show.
Yes.
I'm David.
I'm Sam.
Sponsored by Good Living, because it's good to live.
Yeah.
How was my sponsor voice? Did that get you excited?
It's very smooth. I liked, I felt very, very at peace.
Did
when
you feel
spoke.
like NPR podcast coming up?
You know what? In a way.
Or PBS?
Poor
man's
PBS.
NPR.
It felt very PBS to me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But this is Pod Deck Mini number 20. Up, down, left, right.
Up, down, side to side.
Off the Pod Deck Mobile App.
Yes.
This is the description. Need a cheat code for your next podcasting conversation? This deck is more fun than a Nintendo Power Club. Ready Player One.
Do they even understand that reference?
Yeah. Anyway, that
I've
was
seen
a
The Wizard.
terrible reference, but here we go. What's the most you've ever won in a poker game?
I don't play poker. I don't even think I really know how to
won
play
like
poker.
a $20 gift card at a charity poker event at a university.
Yeah, I don't.
That's about it.
Outside of using cards for like drinking games, the only real card game I kind of know how to play is just blackjack. And that's just because it's like, oh, can you get close to 21? No.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Lose your money.
No, you suck.
You suck. You go home, no money for you.
No.
But yeah, like I think I've tried learning like Texas Hold'em like once, and I just like I just zone out. Not too slow for that.
I understand almost everything except for like the low and high bid, like how that goes around. That I can't pay attention to, and then all the like.
Yeah. Like I can
the
like
hand signal stuff.
You throw out some of the terminology. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what that goes for, but I'm like, all the nuance goes right over my head. It's like, oh, full house. Yeah.
They have a flush.
Does that mean you win? And like, no,
let
not this particular time. It doesn't. Yeah.
Let me check my little win
Where's
card.
my cheat sheet? What does that mean? What beats that? I would need that to play that game.
Yeah, me too. Or just memorize it.
Yeah.
It's
And then the
hard.
whole part with like people having tells and stuff, I'm like, I feel like I would wear all of that on my face.
Like they win because they have some.
It's like they're like,
when you go against
they're like,
them.
oh yeah, I have this, and like, you're full of shit. I'm gonna call your bluff, and I'm like, oh, I have to be good at lying too.
All right, Sam's like going TV poker.
Well, no, there. I mean, like
I know
serious
there is
games
that,
of
but,
poker.
like,
There
have
is
you
that
ever
part of
went
it.
To a family
No,
poker
David, because I
game?
don't play poker.
What's that?
I just said.
What's that thing your family plays that?
Oh, Bunko. Bunko's fun.
Well, let's not talk about that. How much money do you spend on video games? Is it more than you spend on food?
No, not me.
Yeah, not
me. Never.
I usually buy games when they're on sale.
I don't play video games nearly as much as I used to. Pretty much just like almost not exclusively when we stream between the two of us. Like I'll play some stuff casually by myself.
PlayStation Plus thing?
Yeah, but it's only like I'm on like the 3-month plan and it's only like $25.
That's the same with the Xbox.
Yeah, but like even then, like I sometimes I forget to check in and like see whatever the free game that month is or whatever. And even then, I don't actively find myself in front of a screen playing a lot. I know right now I'm kind of casually playing through like some old PS2 stuff. When I find the time and can remember. I think I'm playing like Onimusha right now, but
wow,
yeah, it's very old. But yeah, no, I don't play. Like I used to sink a lot of time into it, but not so much now.
Money.
Yeah, I used to spend a lot of money on games.
Currently literally just bought an Xbox Series X like 2 days ago, so I did just spend more money on video games and food, but
Well, you're definitely playing a lot more than I am.
yeah, I do play a lot more. All right, next question. What's your favorite classic console? NES, Sega, or Atari?
NES, Sega, or Atari. Well, seeing as I only owned of those three an NES, I would probably have to say an NES.
I'm going to say, seeing as I only own one of them from those three, I'm going to say Sega.
Sega definitely had some cool stuff that drew my attention.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
They had that Jurassic Park game, which was really fun. And
They had
that's about it.
They had Virtua Cop. I really liked that whenever I went to my uncle's house and he had which Sega?
Just says Sega.
Like a Genesis or like a Dreamcast or like...
Dreamcast is different, so I would say Genesis.
A Genesis. Well, it still had that, so that's fine. Yeah, but probably Nintendo. But even then, like, I only played like some Mario, some Zelda, just casually, and I didn't even get very far.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid.
As a kid playing those games, it was like, God.
Tetris, lots of Tetris.
Play this game
with my grandparents. I still love Tetris.
Did you have the Nintendo Power Glove?
No.
Me neither.
I had the Zapper, but that was about it. I think it was called the Zapper, the light gun thing that came with Duck Hunt.
Yeah, I don't know what that was called. The shotgun?
I think, no, not a shotgun. It just literally just looked like an orange pistol.
This is a question straight for Sam.
Okay.
Have you ever shot your brother with a Duck Hunt gun?
Have I ever shot
your brother with a Duck Hunt
that's not on there. I was like, that's
no,
not
that's
on
there.
Is it?
Have you ever shot your brother with a Duck Hunt gun?
I mean, like, it doesn't do anything.
But have you shot radiation at him?
Well, because it was radiation.
It's a fucking laser.
Yeah, of course. It's a gun. You're a kid. You just want to point at stuff. Like, he shot me too. It's fine. Of course. Have you, David? All right, not the same, but similar. Have you ever been in like an arcade, gone to like a Time Crisis or like a silent scope
shot someone?
Pointed it at somebody? Where?
Because the screen.
How do you live?
The screen. That's where I'm pointing my gun.
No.
At the screen.
You just got to check it. Like, is this real? Nope. Pointed at somebody.
As they instantly get a tumor.
Have you ever threateningly pointed it at a child? I have.
I haven't
because
pointed
they're being
someone,
very aggressive.
But I have pistol whipped someone.
that's actual contact. That's very rough.
Fuck it. If video games didn't exist anymore, what would you do with all that time? I think I would become Sam and do the YouTube rabbit hole, which I'm currently finding myself in every night, like 10, 15 minutes. And then I'm like, I got to go to bed.
See, it's good you have that instinct because that part of me just doesn't exist. It's just like, well, what else is there? Recommend for just hours. I'm like, what am I doing?
Can't do it. Also, I'm like, I want to sleep. So
yeah,
I'm
me
going
too.
To sleep.
It is a struggle.
Sucks to suck.
It does suck to suck. I wish I didn't suck.
Can you suck me?
What? Can you read it one more time?
If sucking didn't suck, if video games didn't exist anymore, what would you do with all that time?
I'd probably spend more time working on music stuff. But I feel like video games have had such an impact on me as a person since my youth that I would be intrinsically different.
Well, now
at this point in my life,
like if
I not been,
what if they just stopped
super into video games
now?
Like at this moment,
yeah.
Like, what if it was like EMP, but just for video games?
Or
like
just
all of them just don't work.
Banned.
Banned?
All video games banned. Gone.
Then I guess I'm going prohibition style and just underground video. No.
All right. This next question, I believe Sam.
Yeah.
Is a good one for you.
Tell me.
Have you ever played a Japanese game on a hacked PlayStation?
Yeah, of course. I had a okay, I remember I had a good friend. He had I think was this like in middle school or high school? But there was like a Japanese import of a Dragon Ball game that we had for PS1 that only worked on like region specific Japanese PS1 consoles, but there was like a mod you could get for an American one. It was like I think it was like a spring or something that you could put into depending on which generation PlayStation it was, but like I got one of those and we were just playing like this bootleg. Well, it wasn't even bootleg. It was just an import of Final Bout.
Yeah, it just needed to work.
Yeah, with like the really goofy voices and everything.
Very cool.
But I think that's the only real one I've had like that. I did do... I have messed around with like some emulation stuff on some console things, but I think that's about it. Nothing too crazy. What about you?
No.
No? Cool. It's great, David.
Are you excited about the potential of virtual reality games? The potential, yes, I'm excited for it. Not going to happen the way I want it to in our lifetime, though.
I'm certainly...
I want a neural implant.
I don't even think
gloves,
yeah.
and I don't, that little track thing, that like 360.
You want actual real life gamer.
I want neural implant. I want
a chip in my head.
2077. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen in my time. I just want it. I think that would be easier than having a sphere you enter, and it's just like it less
than
tech.
having to go to a place.
Yeah, and as opposed to
it just
your
being around
PC.
you. Yeah, I think I'm excited about the prospects of VR, AR stuff moving forward, but it's not like I'm chomping at the bit to get my hands on any
Also,
of it.
it's like it was big for like a year, and now it's like
VR is definitely a thing that people want to have happen. For a long time they've wanted it. But
like they'll come out with what they can, and it's just like, oh,
it's not
hype, and it's like, okay, that's it.
It's not. There's definitely people want it. It's just not to the point where it's like people are like, oh, so excited that they need it.
Like, if you wanted to do it like how the PlayStation or the whatever the Facebook one is, the Oculus Rift, I think it needs to be a lightweight full helmet,
like a Google Home. No,
I have a Google,
or it was a Google Glass. What was it? The glasses.
There's Google Glasses. That's that. I'm talking a helmet, like
yeah,
completely covers your face.
Yeah.
So the headphones and all the is that in around you, because I've played it with the Oculus Rift and headphones, and it's not comfortable. It's heavy.
There's definitely stuff,
and it needs to be
work out.
lighter, way lighter. And then something to do with the controls
with the digits.
Yeah, I think it should be gloves.
Gloves,
and if you can do that,
gloves are
cool. Is what it is. Well, that way it's your hand and not like a trigger to
get carpal tunnel,
like to grab.
I get it,
but yeah, I'm excited. But I don't think it'll be. In our lifetime.
I think it's cool, but I'm not like, oh my god, we can't get here fast enough. Yeah. So
I am almost like that though. It's like I wish I don't want to lose my chance out on that tech.
And I myself, I'm usually not like an early adopter of stuff. So it's like it'll get here, and I'll wait a little bit to see how it plays out for everybody else. So fun stuff.
Have you ever saved up your allowance to buy a game?
Yes, another Dragon Ball game.
I think the first game I saved up for and purchased myself, Pokemon Ruby.
I think the first one I really clearly remember was I saved up because I kept reading about it in like Game Informer or something. When the first Dragon Ball Z Budokai was coming out, I remember saving up the $50 and then asking my mom to take me down to EB Games or KV Toys to go pick it up after school one day.
I'm trying to remember if it was Budokai 1. That was my favorite. Budokai 2.
I definitely have the best memories of that one because
it was on everything though, right? Budokai 1.
Budokai 1, I think it was on like GameCube. It was on PS2.
I played that game so much. I had everything. I had all the capsules. I liked
all the
even
what
like the
stuff.
Stupid like Frieza spaceship capsule where it's just like you have no power.
It just takes up all the slots.
You have no specials.
Like, you just get to come as Cyber
if you die, you get another life.
Hey, kind of, but you don't get a lot of cool moves. Or
Death Beam. Death Beam.
Spam. I just remember being stuck on Cell for a lot. And that was like the most repeated battle too.
That one was Go Hunt. Yeah.
That was tough.
Well, because you start
Yeah.
damaged.
Yeah.
That was a good one, though.
Really tough.
I was so hardcore about that game that I didn't have a computer at the time. I took like stat notes on each player.
That is so
who
nerd.
Who had the highest ultimate?
Oh, that's funny.
Do you remember
who?
I
love that.
Do you remember who?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Who was it?
I can give you a guess.
Tell me.
It's only by a little bit. Trunks had the
Future
highest
Trunks?
ultimate. Yeah.
Okay.
Was and then
the burning attack?
Yeah.
Yeah. That adds up. I remember that.
Cell was the second.
Doing some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I didn't have a computer. I could have looked it up.
I like the bug where Perfect Cell just had Imperfect Cell's voice for no reason. Like during combat, you're like, why?
I like the what if kind of.
Oh yeah.
At the end.
That's fun.
Krillin.
yeah. That's pretty good.
All right. Are there any games you're really bad at?
Any games you're really bad at?
That DJ one.
Oh, at the arcade?
Yeah.
That
I'm
what is
really
it called?
bad at that one.
It's not DJ Hero. It's that Konami mix.
Yeah. They did come out with DJ Hero.
They
Remember that?
did, but I refuse to acknowledge
Yeah.
if it's not guitar in front of it.
That is what killed Guitar Hero.
Oh, they just went.
Yeah.
They went too in.
They can literally do Guitar Hero right now, sell it for $300,
Yeah.
and people would buy it.
Like,
it would sell out.
Guitar Hero was great.
Yeah.
Rock Band was kind of starting to push it for
streaming,
me.
Though, would be really hard because of
I
the
think
music.
so. Yeah. Anything you're really bad at?
Any sort of top-down, like
Strategy type thing,
yeah, like
like a league.
exactly.
MOBAs are way over my
I
head.
can't do that. One, because
I understand people find it impressive when you're very good at them, but I'm like, I don't know how to strategize like that, and I think it's not tactile enough for me.
Why not just all go together and just bomb like at each and then if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. Why does it have to be separate?
I don't. It's just not for me.
Yeah, it's not for me. Oh, this next question is good.
Tell.
Because it's for me.
Oh, God.
Growing up, did you subscribe to Nintendo Power?
David.
Yes, I fucking did.
Well, that's not. I mean, that's really just a yes or no question.
For like 8 years, I think.
Yeah.
7 years, 6 years?
I think I had some secondhand copies, but I didn't have an active subscription or anything.
I'm gonna subscribe to it right now. Again.
I think I took one from my dentist's office one time, just because it was on the table and I was
People
reading it
didn't
and I
know
just
that
walked
you got
away.
really cool stuff with it too. Like once a year, they gave you something really good.
Oh, really?
Really good.
Really,
like I got the
really?
Super Smash Brothers orchestral soundtrack.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was so good. Still have it.
I think the only disc I ever got came with a copy of Shonen Jump when I was a kid, and it was like a Yu-Gi-Oh demo.
Those Shonen Jumps usually almost always came with
Yeah,
something. 'Cause
that's why I
in
liked
plastic.
them. They
were
always
in
had like
plastic.
extra shit with them. I was
Yeah.
like, you mean I get to read a manga and I get a disc with something on it? I can't wait. So exciting.
All right, what or who got you into video games? I believe it was my cousins. They had like Mortal Kombat.
It's definitely. I think it was my.
Not that I didn't like that game because they were just really. They were really good. And
It was definitely. I would say my grandparents.
But then the Game Boy.
Game
My
Boy?
friends have Game Boys, and I got one
Yeah, no, we would go over
to grandma's.
to grandma's house. We'd go.
Grandma had the
and I would just
NES.
get destroyed by my grandfather at Tetris, or I would watch my grandma play. Probably, I think it was Zelda. It was definitely like a lot of like
The first one,
dungeons and chests
The first
getting
one?
opened. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Awesome.
And Dr. Mario, lots of Dr.
Wow,
Mario. I remember
Dr.
a lot of
Mario.
Dr. Mario.
Dang. Which
Yeah.
is kind of Tetris-like.
Yeah, a lot of puzzle games in that house.
Oh, this is for you, Sam.
Yeah.
Have you ever beat the original Super Mario Brothers for NES?
No.
Me neither.
No. I think the farthest I've ever gotten. I bet if I've really put.
If you do that jump, you can get to 7, right? Or 8.
There's definitely. I think
The
there's
jump
like
in
you could
World 2.
like speed run
I
style
think in
it.
World 2, there's a jump. If
Yeah.
you jump on top.
I think I've gotten through maybe like the first 4 stages.
I knew how
And
to
that's
get
with a
to
lot
the-
of effort.
I knew how to get to jump a lot of them. And then after that, I was like, this is too fucking hard.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a speed run in a game?
Not like an official one or anything, but
What?
I definitely have a few games that I'm very familiar with at this point.
Like what? Devil May Cry?
Yeah.
Can you speed run that?
Not like at a recognizable level or anything like that, but I could probably knock out like a playthrough of at least Devil May Cry 3 and 4 within like a few hours each.
Is
There's like
there a
they're like
record
20
for that?
I mean like it's not even a competition. Like I wouldn't even get
okay.
recognized at all. But like for a regular
someone,
person,
okay.
like I could there's like 20
I-
stages each. Not that bad.
I would like to try Super Mario Sunshine. Any percent completion.
I remember there was one like Super Mario 64 speedrun I watched, and I was just jaw to the ground.
They're-
And I was like,
yeah.
"Are you fucking
They're
serious?" He
skillful.
knocked it out in like
Yeah.
a blink.
Yeah. Super
It's
Mario 64.
disgusting.
I think I started seeing people like do it blindfold.
Yeah. I'm like,
Because
at that
doing
point, it's
it-
just like,
yeah.
it's just, I don't know. I don't understand how you do that. It's crazy.
If you were Mario and Luigi's brother, what would your name be?
Mario, the third Mario brother.
You're the third Mario brother. Oh yeah, because Mario is actually Mario, and it's Luigi
Mario.
Yeah.
And he's more like his adoptive son than his brother. Stupid movie.
But really,
Bob
their
Hoskins.
names are Mario, and Luigi Mario. What is your first name?
It's got to be Italian.
Samuel Mario.
That's not us. It's like, what do you think a third Mario brother's name would be,
If
right?
you were Mario and Luigi's brother,
Then it would just
what
be my
would
name.
your name be?
I'd be...
Change your fucking name.
No.
God. Mine would be John 117 Mario.
I feel like you're going to get a lot of claims coming your way. Like, excuse you, sir.
Mine would be Crash Bandicoot Mario.
I would be Sonic Mario.
I would be Link Mario. I would be Loki Mario.
Just steal. Yeah, okay. Well, it'd have to be like an Italian name, wouldn't it? Philippe Mario.
That's a good one.
Because you hop, you jump a lot.
Mine would be Mussolini
Philippe.
Mario.
Okay. Great.
Actually, who's that Italian runner that just won the Olympic gold medal?
I don't know. I can't tell you off the top of my head.
I would name him. All right, that's a good question.
That's goofy. I like that. Like, what would a name for a new character in this franchise be?
I think I already know the answer to this one. Do you watch all the cutscenes in a game, or do you skip them? I watch them all.
At least if it's a first playthrough.
I watch them all
Every time.
every time,
Okay.
every single time.
It depends. First playthrough, always watch them all. Subsequent playthroughs, if it's a cutscene I like, I'll watch it. That's where I sit.
Ooh, here we go. We're about to get political.
Unless it's unskippable.
Should games with microtransactions and loot box style purchases be regulated like gambling?
No. just commit. Yeah, actually, they just shouldn't be in there. But if you're gonna have them in there, it shouldn't be mandatory that you have to do them. So yeah, they would have
I think
to be.
in most games they're not. I think Battlefront was the real fucking
Right. But I don't like the pay to play thing where it's like, oh yeah, well, you don't have to be good at this game. If you pay, that'll even it out for you and someone who spent a lot of time on it.
Sam does not want to pay for a better gun.
I would rather just like in-game challenges or like
you get the gun.
Yeah, much better than using real world money.
I agree with you, but I also
But it should be regulated if they're gonna do
servers
it.
fucking cost money to run.
Yeah.
Like all that infrastructure.
Well,
costs
David,
a lot of money.
I don't do online games anyway. So I mean, just if it's not on the disc, I don't care. That's lovely. It's good. You got any different noises you could add in there? I don't think those slurps are varied enough. Ew. I didn't know. Ew. That's not that shouldn't be an option. He just nuzzled his nose
so it should
up.
be regulated like gambling, so taxed. So the player's taxed.
That
or-
just sounds like a lot of bullshit. Just don't
Well, I'm
put it in your
asking you,
game.
I'm asking, so you don't want it.
I don't care for any of that. So,
Okay.
yeah, whatever.
What about
You?
skins and stuff? Paying for skins
Again, if you can't get it with in-game currency that you earn through play, I
The
don't
skin
care.
doesn't do anything to the
No,
weapon,
it's
though.
cosmetic.
Yeah, so you don't think people should
I'm
buy
indifferent.
that?
If you want it, sure.
I think
I'm not getting
the
it.
big thing it comes from was the
If it affects
Counter
gameplay,
Strike. I think that was the first one where
Yeah.
kids were like spending thousands of dollars on a stupid ass
terrible.
blade.
Yeah.
No, I hate it. I don't.
Yeah.
I could care less what my fucking gun looks like.
You could care less.
No, I couldn't because I don't care at all.
Good. All right.
And the loot boxes, I agree. It should be, hey, get 50 wins. Here's a cool gun.
Yeah.
Get jump 10 times.
Right.
Whatever bullshit.
Or collect this secret in-game thing.
But now with the evolution of not having to buy the game to play the game, like there's got to be some money, right?
On the developer end, I'm sure, but like
But then I guess you can just sell Battle Royale, like Call of Duty Battle, like BR Warzone for $50, and that should give you everything. Do you think that's better than people like? I don't know if there's actually loot boxes. I know there's Battle Pass, and you get shit like that.
I mean, like that's way out
Which
of
is just
my
like
scope,
a subscription based.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the kind of game also, but like, I'm just not a big fan of that stuff. So,
if you could have one power from any video game character, what would it be?
From any video game character.
Power.
Power.
Master Chief.
Master Chief.
Superhuman abilities, basically.
Oh, well, that's okay, yeah. Well, I guess it's all kind of a little. He just gets a buff. Like he's a little faster, he's a little stronger.
Well, I didn't want to say the Flood from
Assimilate.
Mario Sunshine. Flood.
The water pack.
Yeah, because that's
an accessory.
a machine.
Yeah,
he's a tool.
A cool power. What would a cool power be? I definitely am thinking of one.
Or maybe like the force abilities of Darth Revan from Knights of the Old Republic.
So like a force
Sith
push, a
Jedi.
force pull, force lightning.
Yeah, you're simplifying it, but yes.
Yeah, that's in video game terms, simplifying. How about like Max Payne? Do like the bullet time, slow down, Matrix style stuff.
I never played that game, so you can slow down time.
Yeah, you like dive in slow motion, shoot people like John Woo style. It's very old.
It's a power, like you press
It's
it.
like
and it
it's
goes
like a
into
function
mode,
of the
and then
game.
you
Yeah,
run out of it.
Yeah, it's like a meter. If I remember correctly, it's been a long time since I played those. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Just slow things down for a second,
Are video games addictive?
It can be.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think video games or anything in the world are addictive.
Inherently,
I think people have addictive personalities.
Mm-hmm. I
can see you putting a lot of time into a game. I do. But am I addicted? No, because I literally can put it down and walk away.
It's not so much on the game. It's definitely based on the individual, I think. Because, there's a lot of mental things that go into a person that could affect how they take in a form of media.
Correct.
Including games.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Glad we're
All right, last question.
Stat.
And this is a good one, but we'll see if we remember. I kind of remember mine. Do you still remember your original gamer tag? Or did you have like 9 of them?
I went through a few. I know right now I use Samurai Man. I used to be Tamp Scoots.
Tamp Scoots.
I used to be...
Not Tampon Man?
No. There's some variation of those.
Tamp Scoots.
Yeah. I think that was like my cousin's, and then I kind of adopted it. And my brother too. So it was kind of like a family name, I guess. I don't know. I think those are really the only 2 I really remember.
Samurai Man 91, right?
No, 09. 09. So,
Graduating year.
Gamer tags.
Mine was my first ever, and for the longest time.
Is it Davy Zero?
No.
What?
And that's not even my usable one I use now. What? So my first gamer tag ever. Steel Gawain.
Oh. I remember this. Yeah. Okay.
And
this
then
is
my current one is Oski Sad Boy. So it's Oscar.
And just so you know, it wasn't Steel Gawain because David is a big Arthurian legend nerd. He is a big Code Geass nerd.
I couldn't put Gawain.
Don't mistake his name for interesting interest.
For a storybook. It's an anime.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
It's not
I just don't want you guys making any assumptions.
Wow, David's sophisticated.
Wow.
No.
Did he see that Green Knight movie? I don't know.
The one-time online stream of it.
Yeah.
Whoever decided that should jump off a bridge.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was fun.
But yeah, Steel Gawain lives forever.
Cool.
Thanks for listening.
Keep drinking. Keep listening. Beer Me That Beer is a San Diego-based craft beer YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and podcast show.
And for more of us, check out beardmethatbeer.com. That's beardmethatbeer.com. If you want to reach out directly to us, email us at bmtbinfo@gmail.com. That's bmtbinfo@gmail.com.